Big win, Don Wilson here for Top M Menus. Here with Sean Pierson, and I want to start this off. We were just talking, gaming before. We got to talk fighting. 2 wins in a row in the UFC. How's it feeling?
Everything feels good right now. I just don't want to take anything for granted, and I think this next fight's my big fight. 3 wins in a row puts me somewhere, and once again, I'm just out here having a good time, so I don't care.
Is it just me, or are you happier lately that I see? I always see, I wouldn't say you're down, but you're a little more serious. You look like you're a little more carefree than usual.
Yeah, I just realized enjoy life, enjoy where you are right now, and go out and have fun. And again, I used to try and please everybody. I realized I can't do it. Just go out and have fun. If people like me, great. If they, disappointed in me or don't think I deserve something, whatever. You're always going to have it. You can't deal with it. So I'm just have fun with it.
Well, I got to say, I love the happy Punisher. Now, you said the next fight's going to be the big fight, 3-0. Do we know who the next fight's going to be? Obviously, you're left off the Montreal card. So, when's next for you?
Really, I don't know. I love fighting in Canada. Don't get taxed.
Good point.
So, and sponsorship's a lot easier for me. But again, I do whatever they call and send me. I pretty much have taken every fight they've ever given me. So I'll just be patient, sit here and wait. And again, I don't want to hurry back into something. That last minute of my last fight, I took a bit of a beating. And I just want to scramble my brain. That's unscrambled a little bit.
You weathered it well.
Yeah, and take my time. So I'm taking my time. I'll be back soon, though.
Well, you mentioned sponsorship, and something I've been following on Twitter. I'm a huge gamer. I've been seeing you've been having loads of fun at the game stores. Tell us what's that about.
I don't know, I think, so last year they called out and said, is there any Mortal Kombat fans? So I did the grand opening for Mortal Kombat when it came out. A couple guys from a website got a hold of that. Just reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to do an unboxing? That's consolecreatures.com. They reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to do an unboxing for us? Because their guy was missing. I'm like, God, I'd love to. Went out and did that. And then they liked what I did, so they started bringing me out to the Halo launch. I went to the Assassin's Creed. I'm going to screw up the name of the next one. It's the Mickey Mouse game that just came out. I can't remember what it's called.
Epic Mickey. I forget.
Yeah, it's Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey 2.
I'm helping out fans.
Epic Mickey 2. And my son's playing games. I'm just having fun right now. My son's into Lego Batman right now. And
I love the Lego games.
I'm a comic book geek. So and with the Batman thing, what I love about it is once we finish the game, now we're playing with the bad guys. Playing with Bane and the Riddler. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. This is cool. So I'm just having loads of fun right now.
And some great co-op action, I got to say. Even all the way back to Lego Star Wars. Fans, MMA talks, we're going to be talking games to the rest. You can turn it off if you want. I love the 2-player co-op on that. Now, you mentioned you were out there with the MK launch. Are you an old school fighting game? Like, you an arcade junkie?
Yeah, so Street Fighter 2, as geeky as this sounds, I was actually in tournaments. So I played in, there's a tournament at the exhibition I played in, and won at Canada's Wonderland. I won the exhibition, I got 3rd at Canada's Wonderland. So that was my game when it came out. Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition was when the tournaments took place. I got out of Street Fighter a little bit when they came out with the Rainbow Edition, the Black Belt Edition.
Turbo,
all the weird editions wasn't my style. Like, you'd go through different screens. It was more like glitchy. Mortal Kombat I was big into as well. Wasn't quite as good at Mortal Kombat. But when Mortal Kombat 3 came out, when they took sort of the different striking patterns in, where it was more about button combinations rather than joystick combinations, which Street Fighter had. I liked it better because I thought it was more skillful, but it was a lot funner to watch on games like Mortal Kombat. And was it Killer Instinct? Killer Instinct is where they got that from. So that was a pretty cool combination. And then fight games are just fun because it's that competitive nature. I remember putting 1 quarter in, and you'd see like 8 quarters launched in. And when Street Fighter 2 first came out, I could be a prick too. And with Guile, you could turn the box off, do the kick with Fierce Punch and Roundhouse Kick, or you could pause the game with the medium and the medium kick. So it was just geeky things like that. It was fun.
So is Guile your character? Is he your
Guile was my character, but on Street Fighter 3 he wasn't, because they made him too weak on the console. So Ryu was the best character to use, I found, but then I'd also have a lot of fun with Blanca because he was a lot like Guile. And I could play around with a lot of people too.
See, I loved Vega, but I always kept getting my ass kicked, so he wasn't definitely strong enough. Now, so you're an arcade guy, so you didn't pick up like a Champion Edition joystick combo for you did that for the consoles.
Yeah, I have a joystick, but I still go back to the controller now because you play so much with the controller. The joysticks, when I play Street Fighter 3, it's good for because the dash. But other than the dash, it's a lot easier because the circumference on your joystick's a lot smaller, so you can get away with combos a lot quicker and a lot sloppier. With the larger joystick, you got to be a lot more clean.
You got to be more precise and everything. So as we were talking about, that takes to fighting games. I'm an FPS fan. It sounds like you're an FPS fan. You got the new Call of Duty coming out. Is that your bread and butter? Is it COD? Or are you a Halo guy? Like what's your FPS, what's your best FPS?
I'm probably best at Call of Duty right now, but I was a Halo guy first, and then Halo Reach, I wasn't, maybe I got it a little late, but I wasn't as big in Halo 3 I was, but Halo Reach I didn't really love, and it was maybe because I got it late.
I don't think anyone really loved it, no.
Yeah, I just don't want to bash it. Like,
Good.
And then
we love you, Bungie.
Yeah, Black Ops came out, and that was my first Call of Duty series game because I hadn't played the Black Ops before, or the Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And I remember getting murked, just getting online and
just
right the multiplayer getting owned, and I'm like, okay, great. And I just kept coming back. So I had a couple buddies that were playing online. I got better at it, and then when Modern Warfare 3 came out, I was right there. I'm like, yeah, give me this game. I want it first because I understood the maps now.
Yeah.
If you don't know the maps, you're useless. So that's why even Halo 4, if you don't have it right now, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble. It's going to pass quick. Now, we talked about this before. We're going to let the fans on this. PS3, Xbox. What's your favorite?
Xbox for me is my favorite. More guys online. Both are good consoles, and people talk about the Blu-ray crap, but most techies right now, we stream everything live to our TV, so I don't need a Blu-ray CD.
You don't need a media center.
I'll drive Blu-ray right to my TV anyways. I'm an Xbox guy. I just think there's more people online, so older games you can still play, and that's what we're talking about. So when the new Call of Duty comes out, if you want to go back and play the old Call of Duty, you got plenty of people still to play with, versus on the PS3, you can't really do that. You got to be on the newest game, and the newest game you can play fine, but if you try and go back a couple games, there's not enough people online to find a game.
I got to say same thing. Black Ops Zombies, PS3. Where are you guys? I can't find anyone to play with. Gamertag. PS3, Xbox, what is it if you don't mind letting the fans in on?
Gamertag, it's funny because I had a gamertag for like 8 years and they banned it on me. It was Scarface Pimp and now I'm at SP the Punisher.
All right.
So pretty simple. It's my nickname, SP, Sean Pierson, the Punisher. But yeah, that's
and is that on both systems, Xbox and?
No, right now I haven't even hooked up my PS3 right now.
It's collecting dust.
It's online to get sold right now.
Oh, geez. Switching right over.
Yeah, and I'm on Xbox pretty much every day, so it's fun.
Now, you had mentioned that there might be a little project with you getting on with maybe a TV show or something about video games. Do you have any news about that at all?
No, right now I'm just, again, working with Console Creatures, real creative guys. They got a great website. I'm revamping my website right now to sort of, I've just thought to myself, like, for what I do, you know what I mean? I like to fight. I like women. I don't know how another word to put that. I like video games.
He was called the Pimp Daddy.
Yeah, I like
saying.
Comics and video games, so I'm just going to put out there more of what I'm about.
Yeah.
And if people are interested in that stuff, they're going to see a lot more like video game stuff on my site, comic stuff, and fight stuff. Because again, if I only got to fight once every 4 months, 5 months,
what else are you doing?
There's no reason to come back to my website other than, so I'm just trying to see if people are interested in what else I'm doing.
I gotta say, man, the last 6 to 8 months, last time I had you on the show interviewed, I love the heat you were bringing, and I love the heat that you brought in the fight. I'm loving the new creative side with the video games and stuff. What is it you think? I know you said you kind of centered yourself on people liking you or hating you, but what is there anything else that has brought out this newfound blossom in the Punisher?
It's funny. It's like I've been doing all this stuff for a long time, but everybody's like, Sean, you've got all these ideas, but you don't really go with them because I always thought, okay, focus has to be 100% on this. But then you realize that you've got more time. Like I go train in the morning, I come home and I'm sitting there going, okay, well no one else is out of work, so I'm sitting here by myself.
Better game?
Throwing the game. So people are like, when people found out I was a gamer, everybody was so interested, and I'm like, I don't know why people were shocked. My generation is basically video games and comics and
women. I get it. It makes sense to me.
It's not rocket science. We're all closet geeks. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just gonna put out there sort of what I'm interested in. If people want to see it or they're cool with it, then great.
I gotta say, toughest geek in the world. I absolutely love it. Now, before we let you go, family, friends, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I always give a shout out to Headrush because they've been with me from the start. Tons of other sponsors out there. I don't want to start naming guys because I'm going to forget one guy, but Headrush has always been with me. Family, wife, boy, Logan, all my friends. Just thanks for the support. I appreciate you guys, and follow me on Twitter, please.
Definitely follow him on Twitter.
At Sean Pierson.
At Sean Pierson. You got to follow all the game stuff, all the comic book stuff, and he's still a UFC fighter as well. Anyway, fans, big win, Don Wilson. Sean, the Punisher Pierson, top MMA news.